I've literally just stood up to film this and I'm already too hot. It's suddenly hit heatwave season in England. I'm very happy about the warm sunny days, not so much when I have to be stuck in my flat, but it's fine. Hi, welcome to my July wrap-up. No, my June wrap-up and my July TBR. Those things. We're going to be going through my Fictionary TBR for July, picking the books I'm going to be reading, and then looking at the books that I read in the month of June, which was 5 books. I'm filming this a little bit early, and I think I probably will have finished another book, so I'm going to kind of like honorary mention that one as well, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have finished it by the end of the month. So, the books that I have read this month. So the first book that I read in June was The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is the first of a trilogy. It's a big epic series. This was a really great introduction. I thought it was so clever. The way they weaved these stories together, and the magic system was really interesting, and the kind of theme of the world coming to an end and what people could do about that. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. Then I finally finished Hinton Mysteries: A Fine Balance. This has been an audiobook that I have been listening to for like 6 months. I started it last year, Christmas last year, and I finally finished it. It was amazing. It was very hard-hitting, very intense. It's following multiple different characters in India in the 1970s for quite a period of time, and following their lives and how they all come together and everything they have to go through. Really, really hard-hitting. Gave that one another 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Hot Milk by Deborah Levy, which I can't stand the name of that book. That one was for cover to cover. If you want to watch the vlog of me reading it, I will pop a link up here. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. It was, I don't even know what it was about. It was about a woman who was trying to explore her relationship with herself, with her mum, with her dad, with other people. She was bringing her mum to Spain to try and get treatment for something that was happening with her legs and her feet, and had her own little journey along the way. I didn't love it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I feel like it's more leaning towards the 2.5. 2.5 to 3 we'll say for that one. Then I read Survive the Night by Riley Sager, which I gave a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was just fun. It was just a good time. I mean, it wasn't a good time for the characters because they were going through a really bad time, but this is a thriller about somebody who is in a car ride with someone she believes to be a serial killer, and how she tries to get away from that situation, and her kind of like slowly processing what's going on around her. I thought it was really fun. It just was a good addictive ride, and I read it in a day. So I had a good time with that one. The one that I have not yet finished, that I'm going to kind of honorary mention because I'm pretty sure I will have finished it by the end of the month, is this, Songs in Ursa Major by Emma Brodie. I am loving this. If you like Daisy Jones and the Six, pick up this book. The cover is so similar. It's just, I'm having a really good time with it. It's set in the late 60s, in the summer. It's following a band that's on the rise and everything that's happening for them. There's also another singer that's involved. It's got a little bits of drama fed into it. It's got the singing and the music and the vibes of the 60s and the summer, and it's just, it's giving me everything I want it to give, and I feel like it's leaning towards like between a 4 and 5 star territory. I don't know what, but I'm really, really liking this, so I'm really glad I picked this up. I literally bought this one last week, and I'm reading it in a summer solstice vlog at the time of filming this, and just having a good time with it. So this is my extra mention in June. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. I have been going through a massive career shift at the moment. If you've been watching my content over the last few months, you'll have seen bits of this coming in, but basically I am kind of carving a path for myself to become a wedding photographer. I have been shooting weddings over the last couple of months as a second shooter. I have been a photographer for a while, but not in a professional capacity, just as like a hobbyist photographer for years, and I've always loved taking photos. But I am pushing this towards my next career path. I'm still working in marketing at the moment whilst I'm kind of doing both of these things at the same time, but I am growing a little small business for myself. And I am really, really excited about that. Having to understand not only the photography side of things, but also the business side of things is a big thing for me at the moment, and trying to find the right ways of doing things like contracts, like talking with clients, like the right way of invoicing for different things that I'm doing, and deposits and things. Like, it's all a whole new world of stuff. Like, it's stuff I've done bits of before with my content stuff, but never to this level. So there's a lot. There's also a lot of experts in the industry that I've been speaking to, and everyone has different things to say, and it can feel a little bit overwhelming, which is why I'm really grateful for Skillshare. Skillshare allows me to learn from classes ran by different experts in the industry all in one place. It is so easy to use, and it just frees up that space in my brain of trying to listen to too many people, because I can just go into my individual lessons from these experts who work and know the industry, and just understand and learn and grow my photography knowledge, and also my knowledge of trying to run and start my own small business. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of creative classes in countless categories. There's classes for beginners and the more advanced. I love that Skillshare is a community designed by creatives for creatives. You know you're being taught by an industry expert who has a passion behind what they do, which I really do think makes a huge difference. There's lots of categories in Skillshare to choose from photography, graphic design and music to business and marketing. I've obviously been spending quite a lot of time in the photography category. Skillshare particularly resonates with me because it takes a learn by doing approach to teaching. I always struggle with the idea of watching a teacher and taking notes at school. I much preferred getting involved and putting classes to the test, which is exactly what Skillshare allows you to do. You can learn at your own pace with on-demand, stackable lessons. It's easy to dip in and out of my classes and have multiple on the go at once, which is great for keeping me interested and able to select a class depending on my mood. With these Skillshare classes, I've not only been able to grow my photography skills and understand about growing my own small business, but I've also been able to learn other skills like developing my knowledge of Final Cut Pro, which is the software I use to edit. There are so many classes available on Skillshare, and I love that it allows me to learn different creative skills. If you would like to try Skillshare for yourself, there is a link down below, and the first 500 people to use it will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Okay, this is my Fictionary board. Ta-da! It is inspired by Pictionary. There's lots of categories. We have people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book. I'm going to be drawing 4 books today because that seems to be about how many books I'm reading in a month. I have got 1 book I would specifically like to get on this TBR for no reason other than I bought it last week and I kind of fancy reading it. Other than that, it's a free-for-all. I just want to kind of go for summer vibes. Happy yellowy books. That's the vibe. This is the book that I want to try and get on the TBR, The Rachel Instant by Caroline O'Donoghue. And yes, I do hate the TikTok sticker on the front of it, but hey ho. Okay, roll number 1. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any book. I got any book, so obviously we're putting The Rachel Incident right on the TBR. Okay, roll number 2. 2, 1, 2. Appearance. Okay, roll number 2 has given us appearance. We have got maximalist cover. I have 1 minute to find this book, and if I cannot within 1 minute, I have to do a forfeit card. Okay, maximalist cover, maximalist cover. I feel like I should have a fair few maximalist cover books. She says. What summary? Oh, do you know what I would like to read and definitely I think has a maximalist cover? Is this, which is Delegate Dream Department Store. I kind of want to give this a go. Oh god, every time I get up in these videos, my knees crunch so bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're gonna go for this, which is the Delegate Dream Department Store. The Dream You Ordered is Sold Out by Mia Lee, translated by Sandy Jo Sun Lee. This definitely has a maximalist cover. I bought this because of the dream element. I've seen a couple of other people hauling it recently. I just love the cover so much. Hang on, look at the little dog somewhere. Am I pointing to? I can't see. Hang on, where is it? Here, the little dog. So cute. So this is going on the TBR. Okay, roll number 3. 1. Title. Prudder. Title contains person's name. Okay, I just gravitate to these shelves every time. These are like what I consider my main shelves. What has someone's name in it? Word has somebody's name in it that's a summary, but ooh, do you know what I'd like to read? Well, I'd like to read all of these books, but, you know, is Alison, which is a graphic novel. Well, is it considered a graphic novel? I think, yeah, it's a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel. It's really pretty, and that is a name. How beautiful is this? I have no idea what this is about, but the art is really pretty. Okay, I'm putting this on the list. I probably am being lulled into a false sense of summer vibes because the cover is just giving me all those vibes, and I associate kind of like watercolor paintings and things with the summertime. I don't know, it's giving me summer vibes. I can't actually remember what this is about, and I'm kind of okay going into that. I know that there's a little bit of an art theme running through it, obviously from the cover, but it's a name. It's going on the TBR. Okay, roll number 4. Final roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Title again. Boom. Title again. We have got, it's too dark to read. Title contains a colour. Just wondering if I've got any on these shelves. Probably not. Is there anything with a colour there? No. I mean, can we put like honey? Could we cast honey as a colour? You know, you can have honey yellowy orange. I'm wasting time. Oh, that's a colour, that's a colour. Blue Sisters, Blue Sisters. Blue Sisters by Coco Malore. A colour, blue. That actually, that went kind of smooth, and I am pretty excited. Let's recap the TBR. It's a very pretty TBR, I'm very excited about this. So we have got Caroline O'Donoghue's The Rachel Incident, which is for any book. A bookseller recommended this one to me and said that the blurb doesn't really tell you too much about what the actual story is about, so I'm very intrigued by this one, but they said it was a good summer read. Then we have got The Delegate Dream Department Store by Mia Lee. This one was for maximalist cover. Alison by Lizzie Stewart for a book with a person's name in the cover, or in the title, and Blue Sisters by Coco Malore for a title with a colour in it. I'm pretty excited about this TBR, especially about the Rachel Incident and Blue Sisters. I really love the colour for this one, just everything about that blue and the cover in general. Yes. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you again Skillshare for sponsoring this video. As I said, you can find a link down below to sign up to Skillshare. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.